Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council Agenda for the meeting of Monday, September 28th, 2015. There are 17 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. with the Zoning Subcommittee meeting chaired by Councilor Stephen F. Reardon, along with Councilors Arthur F. Guanasso, Ira Novoselsky, and Anthony T. Zambuto. The committee will consider the following applications. First, pursuant to Council Order C-15-08, Mr. Timothy Sullivan, Agent, Wonderland Marketplace Incorporated, a Delaware corporation, care of Invesco Real Estate of Dallas, Texas, is seeking permission from the Revere City Council to expand two existing non-conforming ground signs from 124.6 square feet to 145.1 square feet on lots 1A and 2A at 151 VFW Parkway in Revere. Second, pursuant to Council Order C-15-09, Bell Atlantic Mobile of Massachusetts Corporation, LTD, doing business as Verizon Wireless, care of McLean Law Firm, Manchester, New Hampshire, is seeking permission from the Revere City Council to install a telecommunications facility consisting of 12-panel antennae and associated equipment at number 339 Washington Avenue in Revere. And third, pursuant to Council Order CZ-1502, the City of Revere requesting amendments to the zoning map at the American Legion Highway and the zoning ordinances. At 5:45, we move on to the Legislative Affairs Subcommittee meeting, chaired by Councilor Anthony T. Zambuto, along with Councilors Stephen Morabito, Charles J. Patch Sr., and Stephen Reardon. The committee will discuss the following item, pursuant to Council Order 15-104, an ordinance further amending the regulation of dogs. At 6 p.m., it's a City Council meeting, beginning with a salute to the flag, the roll call of members, and the approval of the journals of the meetings held on July 13th, 2015, and September 21st, 2015. Calendar item number 1. Pursuant to Council Order 15-167, certificates of commendation will be awarded to the Comfort Inn and the Revere Beautification Committee for renovating and beautifying Bell Circle. Calendar item number 2. Pursuant to Council Order 15-196, certificates of appreciation will be awarded to firefighters Mullen, Stankowski, and McGinnis for winning the 28th Annual Firefighter 5-Mile Road Race. Calendar item number 3. Pursuant to Council Order 12-022, a joint meeting of the utility companies to discuss double poles and trench work. It's on to public hearings with calendar item number 4. Pursuant to Council Order 15-204, hearing has been called as ordered on the proposed loan order in the amount of $50,000 to pay cost of a feasibility study for the replacement of the Garfield's elementary school roof. This is a bond order to pay costs of a feasibility study for the replacement of the Garfield elementary school roof, that the city appropriates the amount of $50,000 for the purpose of paying cost of a feasibility study for the replacement of the Garfield elementary school roof located at 170 Garfield Avenue in Revere, Massachusetts, including the payment of all costs incidental or related thereto, and for which the city may be eligible for a grant from the Massachusetts School Board Authority, the MSBA. Said amount to be expended under the direction of the school committee. To meet this appropriation, the city treasurer, with the approval of the mayor, is authorized to borrow said amount under and pursuant to Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 44, or pursuant to any other enabling authority. The city acknowledges that the MSBA's grant program is a non-entitlement discretionary program based on need as determined by the MSBA, and any cost the city incurs in excess of any grant approved by and received from the MSBA shall be the sole responsibility of the city, and that the amount of borrowing authorized pursuant to this vote shall be reduced by any grant amount set forth in the feasibility study agreement that may be executed between the city and the MSBA. Further ordered that the treasurer is authorized to file an application with the appropriate officials of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to qualify under Chapter 44A of the general laws any and all bonds of the city authorized by this order, and to provide such information and execute such documents as such officials of the Commonwealth may require in connection therewith. Calendar item number 5. Hearing has been called as ordered on the petition of National Grid for a new gas main at number 3 Green Tree Lane. Calendar item number 6. Pursuant to Council Order C-15-10, hearing has been called as ordered on the application of Mr. David Massey of Wakefield, Massachusetts, seeking permission from the Revere City Council to construct 4 townhouse units on parcel 1A, Lamson Street. Calendar item number 7 is the Zoning Subcommittee report. Calendar item number 8 is the Legislative Affairs Subcommittee report. In accordance with Rule 23 of the City Council Rules of Order, the following motions are being reported out of committee with the recommendation that they be placed on file. Calendar item number 9. Pursuant to Council Order 15-123, this is regarding an ordinance designating public parks alcohol, tobacco, drug, and weapon-free zones. Calendar item number 10. Pursuant to Council Order 15-119A, regarding a motion requesting an opinion from the Attorney General relative to the discussion of executive session for a mitigation package to compensate the city of Revere. Calendar item number 11. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the Community Improvement Trust Fund, dated September 23rd, 2015. Dear members, pursuant to Section 17.47 of the revised Revere zoning ordinance, funds have been deposited in the Community Improvement Trust Fund to date in the amount of $367,645.85 from the Rumney Flats development on Ward Street. These funds represent 50% of the required contribution from this development. The remaining 50% will be deposited into the Community Improvement Trust Fund prior to the issuance of an occupancy permit. In accordance with the Community Improvement Trust Fund ordinance, these funds typically have been appropriated for infrastructure improvements, recreation and open space areas, and economic development activities. It is a recommendation of this office, as well as the Department of Planning and Community Development, that the $367,645.85 be appropriated to the following capital improvement program projects: $300,000 for roadway reconstruction of Charger Street, Mountain Avenue, and Fernwood Avenue; $41,202 for planning and architectural study for the development of the Revere Beach Creative District between Elliott Circle and Shirley Avenue; and $15,443.85 for the construction of the West Revere Dog Park. The Community Improvement Trust Fund was established in the city treasury in accordance with Section 17.47.020 of the revised zoning ordinance of the city of Revere. Any monies in the fund may be expended only by a majority vote of the city council. Therefore, I am requesting that your honorable body approve the use of these funds for the aforementioned capital improvement projects and economic development planning and architectural study for the proposed Revere Beach Creative District. Respectfully, Dan Rizzo, Mayor of the City of Revere. Calendar item number 12. This is a communication from the mayor proposing an ordinance providing for a 2-year moratorium relative to the construction of residential, apartment, condominium, multi-unit structures in excess of 2 dwelling units per structure, dated September 23rd, 2015. Dear council members, attached, please find a proposed moratorium on all large-scale residential apartment buildings for a period of 2 years. There have been significant concerns over residential development throughout our city, and we thought it best to put this moratorium in place while at the same time we conduct our Plan Revere visioning process. This process, as you know, is being done in conjunction with residents, the Metropolitan Area Planning Council, and the administration. Thank you for your cooperation and earliest response. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. An ordinance providing for a 2-year moratorium relative to the construction of residential, apartment, condominium, multi-unit structures in excess of 2 dwelling units per structure within the City of Revere. Section 1, Title 17 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere is hereby amended by inserting at the beginning thereof the following. Title 17 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere is hereby amended by adding a new Chapter 17.02 as follows. Section 1, Purpose. Whereas residential units in multi-unit structures in the City of Revere have now reached over 65% of the total residential units within the city, and whereas the increase in the overall number of large-scale residential apartment condominium multi-unit structures is now significantly impacting the infrastructure of the City of Revere, including sewer and water systems, arterial roadways, ancillary parking facilities, public safety services, and our educational system. And whereas the continuing development of residential, apartment, condominium, multi-unit structures imposes a severe strain on the city's already overburdened infrastructure system, and whereas these impacts on land use, public safety, public health, and our educational system should be evaluated and addressed in a comprehensive manner in the city's zoning ordinance prior to the permitting and construction of any further large-scale residential, apartment, condominium, multi-unit structures, and whereas the adoption of a building moratorium for a finite duration of time will allow the city to carefully study the potential impacts, both primary and secondary, of such residential, apartment, condominium, multi-use structures, and through a directed planning process recommend zoning ordinances amendments to address the city's concerns in the context of a master plan and other city planning goals and objectives. The following zoning ordinance amendment is hereby submitted to the Revere City Council. Section 17.02.01, residential, apartment, condominium, multi-use structure, building moratorium. Notwithstanding the provisions of Title 17, Chapter 17.04 through 17.60 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere, no building permit, special permit, variance, site plan, or other permit may be issued pursuant to the zoning ordinance of the City of Revere, and no use of land shall be allowed for the purpose of residential, apartment, condominium, multi-use structures in excess of 2 residential dwelling units per structure for a finite period of time, which will allow the City of Revere to carefully study the potential impacts of the continued construction of this type of residential development on the city. This building moratorium on residential, apartment, condominium, multi-unit structures in excess of 2 residential units per structure shall be in effect for a period of 2 years, commencing on the first date of publication of this ordinance amendment, but ending no later than August 30th, 2017, or until such time as zoning amendments are enacted, whichever is sooner, that addresses this form of residential development. Calendar item number 13. This is a communication from the mayor relative to ETP funding request dated September 9th, 2015. Dear City Council members, in accordance with the vote of the ETP Committee at its August 26, 2015 meeting, I am writing to request that the City Council approve the attached expenditures from the ETP account. The total amount of request is $129,719.55. The auditor's verification of funds is attached. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. The ETP program is a program supported by Comcast in collaboration with the mayor. The ETP, as delineated in the cable contract, may include, but not limited to, such items as visual equipment, telephone, and other administrative costs, data transmission, etc. The secondary purpose of the ETP program is to enhance citizen awareness about local government. Requests for funding are reviewed by the ETP Committee, which then makes recommendations to the mayor, who in turn notifies the City Council. The ETP Committee held a meeting on August 26, 2015, and voted that the following grants be awarded from the ETP account: to the DPW Citywide Water Meter Replacement Program, $2,524.24. To the DPW, administrative office staff relocation, $10,996.98. The fire department, add the fire department computer and users to the city domain, $24,970. Revere Public Schools district Chromebooks, $70,000. Recreation department, new desktop computers, $1,436. Recreation department laptops and a new Nikon camera, $4,792.33. Elder Affairs, technology computer stations, $15,000. Total request, $129,719.55. Lori Giardella, auditor, confirmed that the funding is available. All awards are subject to approval by the mayor and the city council. If you approve, please request that the city council also vote to approve these awards. Calendar item number 14. Pursuant to Council Order 15-212, this is a motion presented by Councilor McKenna that the mayor requests the MBTA to add Furlong Drive Stop and Shop to the bus number 119 route. The addition of this stop would greatly help the people of Revere who are elderly, handicapped, or have no transportation to have easy access to the Stop and Shop area. This new stop would also help eliminate shopping carts being abandoned around the city. Calendar item number 15, pursuant to Council Order 15-213. This is a motion presented by Councilor Haas that the mayor requests the Traffic Commission to extend the timing of the traffic light on Malden Street at the intersection of Broadway. The shortness of the duration of the light causes traffic backups on Malden Street as far back as the Lincoln School. Calendar item number 16, pursuant to Council Order 15-214. This is a motion presented by Councilor Powers that the mayor request inspectional services to clean the lot at number 25 Whitten Avenue. And calendar item number 17, pursuant to Council Order 15-215, this is a motion presented by Councilor Powers that the mayor make arrangements to install a center handrail on the stairways of City Hall in the interest of public safety. And this has been before the council. A reading of the Revere City Council Agenda for the meeting of Monday, September 28th, 2015. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the council.